This is Kessben 93.3 FM, a new wave of excellence in radio.
Andy.
Jena.
Yes, sir.
Yanko.
Yeah, Yanko.
Okay. You know, big games this weekend. Now, yet Liverpool are no more Kakushia Nottingham Forest. It was a typical dividend Goliath affair. Until you say Nottingham Forest any chance bia. Because the last time Nottingham Forest win a game was their game against West Ham United on the 14th of August. And so I should league in ma. Omomo de bon so any and there are calls say open your friend Steve Cooper crowd on Monsisano. Omoto 18 players. Na no results no manya dia babidu baby o Madrid. And playing against Liverpool omaba back. After all games, all ba na inconsistencies aba na jogging club blame injuries near a lot of things no. Near him say we den Liverpool awie. But Genoa, defense na save in their last fixtures no got exposed by the Nigerian called Abranti FN Tony Aoni and you Gibbs White and just Lingard mu born attacker. Omutiminya that 1-0 no in their favor. And you know after ball ni bopo no now share Liverpool defenders said they no almost they were even lucky in the 84th minute Abranti FN Yati and so at the ball bako at kake to ebi and call the second goal no eka Salamu ye di omu baby but they give it to Sergio Aurier, a leader at the back and in the goalkeeper no say omutimi save situation no Emma Nottingham Forest etiminya 1-0 Liverpool ni himself list come results omunsa kan eche and kebe bo momatimi aklambo no ma ba be compete with the very best but unfortunately any man cause their club and the charges and Liverpool upon all their stars and the level of creativity in their team and there are a lot of changes somehow within the setup anyhow the 4-4-2 now working for them in the last few games general and man could ya and far more Emma Liverpool elusu game no by a goal to nil kudos to Steve Cooper and Nottingham Forest at least Omo put a very good fight and no mu deserve say how they defended so well no mu deserve say omina the 3 maximum points. Yes, Arsenal against Southampton. Na one game na Southampton so washa almost na niema nko yi kra until their last game. Na omo last game na omo bono. Na omo supporters no after leading by a goal to nil. No more eto nyom say sack in the morning. That was enyom na omo to edit omo coach e friend Frank Hassan Hoti say. Ni modi boni so ani to omo wogide say after that game no ade enche de na omo pam no. Empany form pam no de ba bisi na obo against Arsenal team you need the kind of form Arsenal team nebo into playing against them not plan ben no the room akwa stop the Arsenal team Martinelli you're on fire Jesus you're on fire Bukayo Saka you're on fire but you know the plan was simple after considering the first goal from Ghana Jaga a trademark goal from Abranti Feno White out the bar middle Abranti and Beka Shemu no ne kwa ben obefa so stop the Arsenal play especially in the second half Emmanuel enku yimfa momo quickly o make sure say Abranti Fene lo anko no all right no obeti baby am Gabriel Martinelli be ko bia because ono na act as the channel of supply from the left and on the right Bukayo Saka so Abranti Fene Roma Perud eye ne hu adwuma make sure so benya ball bia o ma ball no vital zones and Mohamed Salisu and Abranti Fene Laka Laka say Jesus nya several chances of misfire idea but in the second half those players ne bagage especially Salisu and you know he was flawless. Omo midfield nso ye adwuma to play Thomas Partey and Granit Xhaka out in midfield. Omo Odegaard look very ordinary with the performance of Diallo what pros in midfield and then Stuart Armstrong on the other side and innocent far ball no and you know so be o move ball ne by and obele pass between Gabriel and then Abranti and Armstrong. Now you give it to Southampton. Say in the second half they came with a better plan and you know Omode Babi neutralized Arsenal team no and they neutralized them and man result into a 1-1 draw game. But you know the major headline was referee now the game no. Several incidents see game no. Arsenal nya penalty makom yinu at least na me expect so betimi age baako but when timi animu bia referee Robertson meaning say pictures na a portray those kind of penalties no meaning say Tony mu betimi enyama ya
no can wasem
oh me dem am
okay
going forward so mo de to so ane ahe because incident see you know ahwe the OTV so similar Amando Broya penalty no similar happened in the game against Southampton but it was ignored by the referee
okay
Nti we are Chelsea and Man United penalty and Scott McTominay here. The same
thing. The penalty no.
The same thing applies to the Arsenal versus Southampton and so Abrante so Gabriel Jesus but referee no.
So referee crony there.
One question VR cry and we ignore ya. You know there was another incident as well. But in all, I think I will give it to Southampton in the second half. They played really well and they neutralized the vital zones. Arsenal, me in a 3 maximum points. I'll give it to them for that splendid performance from Southampton. On the other side, near Tottenham Hotspur in Newcastle United. Now say a game I'm say and let's watch that there. Tottenham Hotspur supporters then you're happy. Now more boko techi after that particular game. Newcastle United and yet more performance in Kwa, but look at them against the big boys. Say no many big boys this year is it here. Or bomb 3 against Manchester City. Or many Manchester United ball draw. It take Liverpool at the 7th minute. And so no mutimi asha omo. And Tigenua. And now your money Manchester United share no. And now they say United team chom. Into omo performance against the big boys in the Waslo. Now omo kwa shi Antonio Conte. You know in the last few games things are not well. Obelusu train out Old Trafford. And to know PN him senka game go there. Or the ben make amends. And we tell Bruno Gomes I 2 days in all night. But Eduma Edi how no was another perfect from him. Oh, who said Tima your friend Tottenham Hotspur Conte apart from the 3 back no. You know what the Conte what decided to go for steal and bite in midfield with no creativity. Into better call Bissouma, Oliver Skip, no about Ebese Royal, and then Abrante friend Renzo Senor. No Waja Hurricane and then Son you mean affront. But a Newcastle team, an all-round team, on with defense near very, very solid. And led by an experienced Karen Trippier, Fabian Shah, Voltman, and Louis Dunk at the back with Nick Pope in post. And a midfield of Warlock, Omobo Shen Longstaff, and Omobo Bruno Guimaraes, Joleton for the first time this season on the left, and Abrante FN Miguel Almiron right with Callum Wilson. And you know, Tama Hugo Lloris, a mistake the first born, Callum Wilson and Chao Okra, or put you Nana Genoa. Or the ball net to attend, but for me, that was another poor decision from the referee. So I born so now me expect to think a referee beat me I just foul because clear. But you know, and now there's a referee to me foul no, and I call Wilson at twice or the ball no coco to attend. Hurricane ever back, but again it was another Miguel Almiron from the right, and also the ball no coco to attend more. Team my friend in Newcastle United and I team my friend Tottenham Hotspur. You know when to me Anya who be you give it to Eddie Howe. My boy England coach is that you saw Munyadi on the ball fem. But this is a coach. She be a Newcastle United over fire. She coaches an Omaba. Look at the experience level of Rafael Benitez. Look at Obi Steve Bruce. But Eddie Howe, a free member of Fonona General Munina so Nadia was uncle. But Oba and almost spend it there almost 142 million euros in the market. And this guy did not let me spend it. But almost spend it. They are now in the top 4. It really tells you the kind of performance I'm putting it up. They are missing their key man in St. Mazim. Or man may say Alexander Isaac. But Eddie Howe is making good use of the materials available and is getting them the results. Into Abaso. So on to us. So be maintaining the stance in the top 4 is extremely difficult. But Newcastle United are really, really playing well. And who I would say Sika and Mobono, Newcastle United actually. Says a football who did Sika Rama, Sika to me, baby.
I was Tottenham Stadium.
Yeah.
Dear remember referee no at this goal. Especially or consult to VAR. Not Osambe Gizago.
You know, he only decided.
This is a referee in a bit much there.
You know, we do video
yeah.
We there over, you know,
because the referees no, a bit much there. The or Gizago.
You need some saying a go na maya because of pushy keeper.
Yeah, any. And today, the referee no, after consulting the VAR, or just a goalie at the man Newcastle.
General, where they go?
Ego. Keeper no.
One keeper and free in the penalty box in my outside.
1 foul of keeper no.
Debbie.
1 foul no.
Debbie. Omopeme. Nobody was in possession.
When you from different angles near
Premier League, you would have to be physical.
Physical.
Born 50-50.
It didn't foul.
Player no credit keeper and put never pem no.
Yes, I hear from this angle.
O jina keeper no go
keeper
never
ni
go.
jina.
No go
And
keeper.
I'm
keeper ne bo.
Ombu na pem here.
well.
Okay.
It's not like keeper ni jina no go pem.
Masafago ka say me say keeper ni free the box room.
Of
Free box room.
Full box
Oh, yeah,
number.
yeah,
You foul.
It's me foul.
It's me foul.
I two as outfield player.
Fine. Alpha player say we push you there the foul.
In the foul.
It wasn't a push, it was a clash.
Omo crash.
It was a clash. It wasn't a push.
General Bejigo
It
simple.
was a clash. It
I
wasn't a
see,
push.
okay,
Yes.
okay.
Omo say omo Bono, it wasn't like somebody is in possession. A 50-50 boy in player no kwan ko jina.
And if I-
What then I want to talk.
That just ball afọ bi wọn pim ni.
All right.
It
It was. Okay.
Sorry, Nyoko. Bema oda.
Very soon, a better two.
And yet they are to us.
Obi adi oje ball ba be fam obi apem na he o mo
And
say.
yet they are to us.
Very soon, about two. About two man, you player.
Oh, they will say, where's that? I mean, to me, comment.
Oh, Mr. Very soon, about two.
Now, Jimmy comment has a better man, you player. That's a man you when you're bad side of officiating this season.
Okay.
Yeah, foul.
And Jagra.
It's a clash.
Young call. I'm
In the Newtons, we're better.
Yeah, you need to say Ghana Premier League BBC am obi you are. Ono the BBC
That's
Ghana
all.
Premier
That's
League.
one. That's all. That's one.
Obi am pick you back
You see, who feel box mu pia bontia o ye half
Yes, I know you're so
and a ball no a 50-50 na mo mienu ma bepim.
Okay.
Enti you should be strong. Enya so abepim wachi.
Okay.
Seven we enka say you keep na FAO. O we play akra of FAO.
Any other
Okay,
matches?
right. So, you know, that was it. Another poor decision for me, in my opinion. They see Tottenham Hotspur game, Arsenal game, and you know, the big game. Manchester United and Chelsea, they can't do what has almost a draw. But in their last 4 games, sana kwakwe. But near share how new coaches or my battle said your mobile change game. Let's see my Graham Potter started a 3 back in around 35 minutes. And who said that be Manchester United are taking control of the midfield because the chance about Anthony and Rashford Horo senior keeper and a born home and already committing goals. So quickly and the Matthew Kovacic by Kovacic by again or be stabilize midfield and man met me koye and my own who say at least clearly coach in the starting 11 or the bar and there was clearly a missing piece within the team. And so we check the experience level of the Manchester United midfield no they start here as against Chelsea now and young one was say game no now here Kovacic because Casemiro, Eriksen and Bruno they know now here a lot to stop them. But Chelsea be stabilize the game no United continue to create decent chances. Chelsea also tries almost to beat me and look at this particular one from Chaluba. One player last season who said Thomas Tuchel man the chance and more the bonus so any but season they start here no off. Coach win by one man the chance to deliver and Abrantian also show what a Nyama will beat me there. Caesar Aspilicueta on the other hand really showed why give one of that chances, especially when it comes to the big games. In the game no end to end and at a point we control kakra now we have a control kakra. Na decent chances na next start here na bem na January you won't be until Scott McTominay call so such penalty in the final minute. Trust Jorginho from that particular angle now one chance and I didn't know or the ball to at them. So everybody thought say United ball now and continue their brilliant performance from the Tottenham Hotspur game. No be any so more go home with a defeat. Until there were questions for the first time in the last 5 games. Yeah, Babenya gamer Chelsea etimia winning against Manchester United but you know in the last minute anyhow Casemiro said on also a pin ball no at the ball that's what them kepa ye bia you know people will talk about his height, people will talk about the timing and how he decided to be going for ball no. But for me he did well. The problem of Kepa so was studying a weak wrist nensan hani mo emre nti se o ye save sir na you know born now many baby ya obre but in all you give it to Casemiro so crown a performance no with that particular goal and so United team now the way take and say no money see and the way they were jubilating now not really no much as here go no to crown the level of performance or modernity. For me the game really lived up to it hype. The quality and the level now and again Manchester United against Chelsea no general SND in a draw. The usual score no be and no one it a buy good game from both sides and I hope so to as well the battle for the top 4 no omo mode boni betimi aso ani amemu atimi ayete
Sure.
Manchester City there omo gu so shada Genoa omo tontena ya akọ na who else it is Abrante FN Erling Haaland. Apart from Liverpool for the stopper, no, he was highly anonymous and a complete liability in that particular game. But Omobo against Brighton, and now Omranti and war the Arsenals to stop him and now say almost performance and check down so any papa. I'm talking about their opponent and look at this one too. When so boy, we now to me who say foul. This one too, me who where tagging me. Me so me who say foul, but it was another assist. From Edison Morales. None only a discuss Alisson Becker there. No so Edema any player a Bosche Mo Salah. This one too was straight from the goalkeeper to Erling Haaland and and Chemo Crown on the ball to at him. And then or Adi a second goal to it. That was a penalty.
I think those two Brazilians are the best long ball kickers. Edison and Alisson Becker. Yeah. It's a shame one of them will be at the bench at the World Cup.
Okay.
No, answer in bowl. No, we have tested Ghana as well.
Make a Premier League.
Much of EPL.
Okay, this is my last game.
One or two games we pay.
My last game in the Premier League. Anyway, now until me free.
No free 10:35. No, what's going
I will be 7 fancy and
there be tier one game from Serie A or La Liga. Fine. Adosu. Yanko Napoli, Roma. Yeah.
The same Morun in Napoli did that with some more.
Yeah.
Morun Sanko Match.
Diving.
On Sanko Match review. Almost put 529 passes. And a Roma put 357 passes. Almost 5 shots on target. And Roma, apart from Nicolo Zaniolo Bowie, 0 shot on target. But look at the performance of Abrante FN having Lizano and then Vito Osimhen. Goalkeeper no na more so any in this particular encounter, and Raul Patricio was losing the position to Diego Costa in the national team. But after this game, Fernando Santos started writing a script. It was all Raul Patricio. It was all Raul Patricio. Mazimilo era TJ ball way penalty until so call VR and was saying decision they said that be ball no any penalty. And again, Napoli for Jose Mourinho. On the dinner yes a ball in your penalty, and clearly in Ndombele goalkeeper Nensa Carbon and San and Ndombele Ohri Afa goalkeeper no so no. But in the end, Chris Molly Muye be amu defendi. This was a typical Jose Mourinho team. Amu defendi, but as I said, the defense was goalkeeper Raul Patricio. From Lizano, from Ndombele, from Osimhen, Genoa or preventing but so who go now be to Osimhen again from Raul Patricio. On one and a different mechanic in this particular game. But you need to watch the goal scored by Vito Osimhen. She angle na ball ne call na she kwan fast so a shadow Chris Smalling kakra. And the kwan fast so the ball no to at them. I wish they can get the goal for us. Now I'll say Vito Osimhen has really come of age. This is in injuries na han kakra. But apart from injuries no back no. Coach in the bench Raspadori and what Nicoli D line, and he really proved why coach had that belief in him to start him in this particular game. It's just a shame say go in Yamai, but in all Napoli achieved this season. I think this is the goal.
Yeah.
No, we the Cabo we say no. It was similar. But we didn't go no was similar, but the goal there, the angle was acute. Going.
Yeah.
Cracker. Yeah. This is an experienced center back in the Roma team, and Trebaby or Shadow no, she angle na any, one pagenity cry. Look at the technique, look at the accuracy. Straight away. Vito Osimhen. Vito Osimhen. He has
no wonder Owini MVP.
Yes.
7.8.
Yes.
Yeah.
By ratings.
Yes.
Yeah. Only bit me about this particular.
Me happy so I number 1 target Chelsea.
That you need in the Premier League.
Yeah.
Premier League for
Premier League no.
Premier League. Who say ya? Obe underrated no.
Yeah.
By the ball is so. That who come and say we told him as well kete. Ball no catch on more. As Obe Jobi. Say the just normal park and so. Obe who a beast.
Okay, the men will be the only thing they be work.
Yeah. Okay. NARO.
General with the they did kind. Liverpool is struggling, absolutely no doubt. Injuries, and so said Dio Munya. But clearly, if you are meeting Nottingham Forest, the entire season, what cost some 11 games with just one victory, no matter the injuries are what. My dream says Liverpool should churn out the results, especially coming from what Manchester City. Bibisa sa Manchester City now and Nottingham Forest shewa neko see saying. Interestingly, literature for minim some friend poetic justice. That boy now she go no. What do you call it? Awuni. This is a boy at Liverpool now in a tono. Some 2015. For some 7 seasons, when you Liverpool game by Kokora Moda, a baby okolo no about kono about Koba, then eventually they sold him to Nottingham Forest. Or no, and I could Liverpool. I share 1 goal at Liverpool. Door close. 2 boys in the cool Liverpool on the day. Dean Henderson, Manchester United boy na Ishman or Nottingham Forest. So Nkoye Juma Kakra. Ejuma no ye Saturday no fe. He prevented Liverpool from scoring, and their own boy Awuneyi also puts the ball over there. It is getting extremely difficult for Liverpool to make the top 4. Okay. Arsenal dropped a point against Southampton. And yet results are because yes, Southampton is not playing well. And the aka say it will be no be him say Arsenal Eshena a big round combined. They just dropped 2 points. But it looks like in breaking World Cup, now Arsenal will not be on top of the league. Don't forget they have an outstanding game against Man City, and it could be anything. For United, yeah, I think this is one game in football, and you'll be a dominating beyond watching. Because clearly this is the game and United inside that Chelsea so on the bridge. But it is what it is. Unim the Anesi United ni Chelsea game. When Chelsea is on form, they'll beat United. But say United in recent times former, they struggle to beat Chelsea, especially on the bridge. Draw. It was one game. I think that the likes of Martial and Rashford and Anthony should have done justice to the game, but they couldn't. Ubisa who said then pa neba McTominay team say onko yira brantiana nchene fanto from and san ono head the ball. He gifted Chelsea goal, but Casemiro indeed actually yes, a big man has actually arrived in the midfield of Manchester United. My problem as it stands now, Varane, it looks like he will not play a part again till the Kobeko World Cup. If injury no munyam fa full report in Mabontin, but one here it be an concentration near Dinano, ebe towards recovering for the World Cup. Ebra o free mana o suno. He's an experienced player and no injuries in the city. Into clearly I got panicked and I joined say and here be an o how Lindelof and Martinez actually a very key for Manchester United. General, I mean but Bruno Gomes, I think it was a super weekend for him. First time, meaning how you felt when first one he didn't kind. Now it's a weekend super performance for Newcastle United to win at Tottenham Stadium. And young ones who win is all over the place, General.
All right, it was so now the Mamo.